It's a beautiful day. You grab your sketchbook, sit down at your desk, and you see these wonderful blank pages. And 3 hours later, you're still sitting in front of these blank pages because you have art block. I need to buy new socks. Hi, I'm Sophia and I happen to be an artist. If you're an artist too, you may like this video. I'm just covering some topics I always wanted to talk about. The first one is a really common problem, which is art block. So let's get started. Of course, there are different levels of art block, and I'm just gonna talk about them. So let's start at level 1, light art block. If you have light art block, you might have difficulties getting inspired. You just don't know what to draw and you need to get some kind of inspiration. At this point, mindlessly scrolling through your phone and looking for references doesn't really help. What I like to do at this point is looking up art challenges, such as draw this in your style or character creation challenges. Or if you have OCs, do different versions of them. You can find so many skilled artists in the internet and you can just kinda get inspired by them. And no, don't steal, that's bad. I hope I don't have to explain why. Let's just say you found a challenge that inspired you and you're sitting down to sketch out the character. You probably start off at the point where you always start off. For example, the head. But right away you hate it. You're probably thinking, oh, I know this is gonna turn out bad. And you close your sketchbook and go on with your day. Because you have not only light art block, you have art block. This is your sign to lay down and cry. Not yet. That means you have to step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you heard it. Get out of your comfort zone. Try out different mediums like digital art, watercolor art, traditional art if you're a digital artist. Maybe just draw something completely different. I never draw cats. A thing I like to do is coloring sketches, but not traditionally. I take photos and import them right to my tablet. Then I create a second layer and put it to multiply. And just like that, you can easily paint over your sketch. If that doesn't work, just try to practice, I guess. Just look up some pose references, hand references, whatever you wanna draw, and just practice. I created this 2 years ago when I had really bad art block, and I like it. And as you can see, my biggest problem was inspiration. I did this last week. I have art block right now, as you can tell. Here's another method I want to show you. This is one of my TikToks. So, take a pencil and do this. I'm not kidding. For example, you're looking for poses. The first thing that comes to your mind when you're seeing this, just draw it. Draw it over this wiggle stuff. And just like that, you have created something. I did this a couple of times already and it always worked. These are the ones I did for TikTok. This was created on a really bumpy bus ride. And this is the reason why I can't sleep at night. Once I even just scribbled all over the paper. And then I created a second one. And I put them together. And look at this. It fit perfectly without me even trying to make it fit. Like what? Here you can see only round strokes. I just used red and blue, by the way. I was very impressed by myself. Yeah. What you can see here is me just splashing random colors on the paper. Again, I had really bad art block and usually when I want to paint with watercolors, I just do this. I just splash random colors on there, hoping that I'll get an idea or just anything. I can't really describe what I created just now, but I like it. Also, I'm really bad at creating titles or anything. Anything like that. This is something I'm really proud of. Because it's a portrait I did from scratch. No sketch, just colors. Like, I made this, look at it. I used this method a couple of times already, as you can see, and it almost always worked. Yeah, last week it didn't. Well, I forgot about the categories that I did earlier, but that's heavy art block. Really, really, really bad art block. Your paper stays empty, you like nothing you create, you throw everything away, and then you lay down and cry. And you think about creating art constantly. But that's not the right way to deal with this. It's time to do something completely else. Play some games, pet your bunnies, play piano. By the way, I'm playing with headphones and just listen to this. Go outside and touch some grass. The sky was so beautiful yesterday, except for the cranes. But most importantly, don't think about art. Don't think about anything involving art, okay? I'm not talking for everyone here, but it really, really helps me. Because if I constantly think about creating art and I create nothing, I associate bad feelings with that. And I don't want to feel bad when I'm doing my passion. And yes, art block can take a really long time. Take all the time you need. Let's just say you don't have art block anymore. There's still plenty of things that don't make your life as an artist easy. Do you ever start a piece, but then you feel like, am I finished? Am I finished now? Or probably now? No, you're not. You're finished 38 hours later. But seriously, I wanted to stop there. There's still a lot of things that aren't rendered properly. I just simply didn't want to work on it anymore. So what I did was just take some time off, come back to this painting once in a while, and now it looks like this. Sometimes you just have to take a break from a painting, and then you come back with new motivation. Look, I made prints. I'm linking my Etsy below, by the way. I just recently started selling prints. Also, sometimes you look at artists and you're like, how is that possible? Like, the art they create is God tier. And then many people are like, oh,
it's impossible for me to reach this level.
But why? I'm still far from so-called God tier, but this is a start. I didn't just stop at the grayscale, I finished this. And it looks way better than my drawings from a year ago. So I'm making good progress. It will take years, yes, but I'm gonna tell you, everyone who sets their mind to it is able to reach this level one day. So, how did I reach this level? Constantly studying, daily practice, and much more. Just force yourself to do art. No. I'm really fascinated by people who really practice daily. It's something I never did. I had phases where I didn't paint for months, for days, for weeks, whatever. Don't be scared to take some time off, okay? Because it's so easy to burn yourself out, and no one wants that. If you start hating art, please just take a break. And come back when you're ready. Also, if your development feels wrong, that's alright. These are works from ages ago. And after them, I created this. And I thought like, oh no, my art skill, it's broken. That joke is old. But what really happened here is experimenting with new techniques. Look at this. This is one of my first digital art pieces. It's from 2017. This is from 2018. You can see a lot of improvement here. This is from 2019. Still a lot of improvement. And you can see that I was experimenting with a new style. And then I made this, and I hated it. I hated it so much that I thought I was getting bad at art. Because I thought that it looked worse than the one a year ago. I was only finding my style. Because the one I made in 2021, which is my most recent one, is this. And I love it. I love that style and I want to keep it. And I wouldn't have been able to create this one without creating the others. What I can recommend is creating an album where you have all of your art throughout the years. Look at this improvement. I'm proud of myself. So that's it. This was my first YouTube video. I hope you liked it and I hope my accent wasn't too bad. I had people comment on that. To be honest, I don't even know how many people are gonna see this. So, hi there and see you next time.